Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be teaching you the ultimate way to find 4 aces from a deck of cards, a routine, if you will. This trick has it all: transformation, high visual, friggin' just radicalness, dude. And if you're into card tricks, it's going to be an instant go-to for your repertoire. Do you know what I'm saying, brother? And the best part is, it uses a normal deck of cards. Now, I could sit here trying to hype it up all day, but instead, why don't I just show you what it looks like? All right, so if you were here, I would have you touch the back of 4 playing cards. The cards are sufficiently mixed, and all you'd have to do is choose 4. So in this case, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 playing cards, just like so. Now, these cards are not super important. What is important is what happens next. Check it out. We've got the 6 of clubs, the Queen of hearts, the 9 of diamonds, and last but not least, the Queen of diamonds. And if you pay close attention, I'm going to lay out those cards right here on the edge of the table, yeah? Now, hopefully you can see this okay. I'm going to take that Queen of diamonds and I just give it a little rub. It instantly becomes an ace, but so do the other 4, and that is a bona fide miracle. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that trick, and in this tutorial you get a few bonus things. I'm going to teach you the false shuffle that I used. I also teach you the paintbrush change that you do in order to flip the aces over. Look, I'm just going to cue a montage. Check it out. How sick is that, man? And now, smash like if you haven't already and subscribe. Also, turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any of these sick tutorials, man. And without any further ado, let's dive into the paintbrush change. Essentially what's happening is you're picking up 2 cards as if they were 1, and you're like flipping 1 card off so that it looks like it changes instantly. So to do it, you have to pick up 2 cards as 1, and basically you have to hold the deck like this. 3 fingers running along one edge, the pointer at the front to stop the deck from sliding forward, and the thumb running along the subsequent side. Now from here, you're going to use your thumb to push 2 cards across, and then you're going to dig your pinky in underneath 2 cards, okay? Now this is not hard to do. You're going to dig it in underneath 2 cards, then pull everything back together, but you're holding this break now. You see this little break here? Now from here, you can literally just pinch those 2 cards. You're going to slide them down the length of the deck and then turn them over like the pages of a book, keeping them a little bit above the rest of the deck. You can see I'm holding a little gap that's sort of like held above there. This allows me to then pull down with this finger here, and then it'll bevel the cards up, allowing me to re-grab them and flip them over. So again, you're going to push across, dig the pinky under, turn those 2 cards over above as if they were 1, showing this card here. Now from here, you're going to do that same thing where you bevel the card like this, pinch those 2 cards as if they were 1 card, okay? And now what you're going to do is slide it down the deck like the pages of a book, and instead of turning them both over, you're essentially going to bend it up just a little bit, okay, so that the card gets a little flex, and you're going to let go of 1 card. You're just going to let it kind of flick out. But in like a quick motion, it'll look like this. It'll just flick across in an instant. That's basically what the change is. Now, if you practice in a mirror, eventually you'll be able to get it to a point where it really looks like that card changes. If I use cards with better contrast, you'll see the moment they instantly change as if by magic, and that is the paintbrush change. Alright, so now that you've mastered the paintbrush change, it's time to learn the false shuffle. Now, if you're having a difficult time remembering, the false shuffle is, if this card was on the top, the 7 of clubs, I can take the cards, I give it 1, 2, 3 cuts, and that card remains on the top of the deck. The beautiful thing is that this shuffle is actually super easy, so just pay attention and you can replay the video to follow the steps. So you're going to start with the deck in that same dealer's grip as before, and all you're going to do is reach over the top. You're going to put your thumb on the back and these 2 fingers in between the pinky and the pointer right there on the same edge, okay? So you can see like halfway, I'm holding the deck from 1 half only. Now from here, I'm going to use my pointer, which is free, to lift up a portion of cards and kind of like lift them across. I'm going to grab those and let those fall into a normal grip. I'm then going to lift up another portion of cards, and I'm going to place this packet on the bottom. So you can see my thumb is slightly overhanging the bottom here. I'm going to place these onto that thumb, and then I'm going to let my pinky take over those cards. I then take the middlemost packet out, yeah? And then from here, I'm going to, with my middle finger, I'm going to take over this topmost packet. My pointer on this hand here is going to contact the side closest to my thumb, and then I'm going to like swing those out. So you can see I'm kind of swinging it out and around, and I'm just dropping it on top of that other packet, and the last packet I just drop on top, and that is the entire sequence. You can see I'm still completely in control of that 7 of clubs. Now the beautiful thing about video is that you can literally just rewatch that. You'll figure it out in no time. It is not difficult. As you watch this and I'm teaching you, I believe that you can do this. All right, you got this, brother. Or sister. I mean, everyone's a brother or sister to me. All right, now there is one more thing that you have to learn, and that's how you switch 4 cards, random cards, for 4 aces. So let's learn it right now. All right, now if you can't remember what it looks like this. You get your spectator to select any 4 random cards from the center of the deck, and it really is a free choice. Now from here, you're going to have them look at the cards one by one. In this case, it's going to be the Jack of Diamonds, the King of Diamonds, that's followed by the 4 of Diamonds, and last but certainly not least, we've got the 7 of Diamonds. And by doing that, you've actually managed to completely switch those cards for 4 aces. Now to do this is actually super easy, so I'm going to teach you right now. Alright, so to do this, the setup is that you want the 4 aces on the top of the deck, and what you're going to do is have your spectator to select 4 cards from the center of the deck. Now they can pick this one by one, or you can just have them point to a section of the deck, and you can just take out 4 random cards directly from the middle. It really doesn't matter as long as you just get 4 random cards. Now while you show them these 4 random cards, in the other hand you're going to push across until you get 4 separated from the deck, and you're going to dig your pinky under there so that you're holding now the 4 aces separate from the rest of the deck. Now the cards that you're showing them while they're looking at this, you get that break, you show them these cards, all of these just go on top of those 4 aces, but they're face up. So now you're holding 8 cards separate from the rest of the deck. Now from here, you're going to grab the deck like this. You're going to grab that top packet like this. Now I'm grabbing it like this because I don't want to show them the edge of this 8 cards because they might see how many cards there are. So I'm coming in on an angle so that I can hide the edge with my finger, my sausage fingers, yeah? You're going to grab those, and I'm doing it with my middle finger. Now, I flipped you off for educational purposes, but, you know, it's educational, so it's fine. So you come in, you grab those 8 cards, and you curl this finger in so that you can show as much of the face as possible. Now, you're holding this deck. Normally, the pad of the thumb is going to drag the topmost card off. You're going to use this packet to flip it over, these fingers to navigate it to the bottom of this packet, but you want to hold this break. You can see my thumb is holding this bottommost card that I just added separate from the rest. And you do that with all of these cards as you show them one by one. I have the 6 of Diamonds, the 7 of Clubs, and last but not least, the 6 of Hearts. Then you place everything on top like this, nice and fair, and you've actually accomplished the switch right there. That right there means that you now have switched the cards, and that is a bona fide miracle. Now at this point here, you guys know the entire trick. So all I have to do is explain the basic routine to you. If you've made it this far in the video, you're an absolute bro. I love the fact that you're just hanging out with me. Alright, so with the 4 aces on the top of the deck, all you're going to do is have your spectator to select 4 random cards. Now personally, I think it's better if they pick them one by one out of the middle as you thumb through the deck like this, and that way you can take the cards out. You want to show them these cards, and while you're showing it to them, you're going to push off the 4 cards. From here, these cards go on the top, you count through them. We've got the 4 of Clubs, you hold it separate. We've got the Queen of Hearts, you hold it separate. 3 of Hearts, again, same thing. And last but not least, the 7 of Spades. These cards now get laid out one by one. Now remember, you've already done the switch at this point. So you're just doing this. You're putting 3 cards on the top. And now the last one, you're going to do that double lift that you learned at the very start of the video. You're going to flip over the double like this. Okay, so now I have the 4 of Clubs on top of the Ace of Clubs. You're going to flip that over, as I said, out jogged from the rest of the deck. pinch it, and you're going to execute the paintbrush change at the same time as flipping these over. So paintbrush change, and then flip these cards over using that ace of clubs, and you have essentially accomplished the entire trick. Also, if you're a Giga Chad, you might have noticed that I was using 2 ace of clubs at the end there. I don't know how that happened. I really don't. I was just filming the video and that kind of happened. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 139.
Call me Bucky, lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no mobiles, I'd be menacing.